What's up? So, um, I got a story that I want to tell you guys, and yeah, there's a reason I waited till after dark, and the reason is, um, the real fans of this channel and the ones who really care, and are excited to see me succeed or whatever you might want to say. This is a story for mainly those people because they are generally also the most understanding. And I'm going to be looking at my phone a little bit, but this will be a dark story. It will be a dark story, and because it happened earlier tonight, and I want to share it because it's kind of interesting, I think. And it's kind of a coincidence that as of right now, I don't know if this will catch my phone. Ah, crap. I don't know if it's gonna catch it or not because my phone screen is so bright. Here, let me turn down the brightness on my screen. See what that does. Okay. Nope. I can't show you because my phone is reflecting off of it. Put it on an angle. You see that now? Might be reversed, but you can see what that. Yeah, that's how many subscribers I have right now. Kinda coincidence that I'm doing an after dark story time and Q&A, and I'm gonna tell a dark story when I have precisely 666 subscribers. On the bright side, we're 2/3 the way to 1,000, so that's good. But that's a coincidence, and kind of evil, I know. But I would prefer if that leaves that number quite soon, because I know that's bad luck. So, can we please get someone to subscribe? I don't want it to hang on this. I'm not an evil person. Please get someone else. Thanks. But anyway, that's getting off the point. The reason I wanted to tell this story again, if you're just tuning in, is because it happened earlier tonight, and it's not really a fun story. I know I'm smiling right now. That's something called Schadenfreude. If you've never heard of that, Schadenfreude is basically you smile, and it's a situation you shouldn't. It's kind of like inadvertent. But yeah, I'm having a lot of. I'm fine now, if you're wondering. Um, but it was just a crazy thing that happened, and um, I want to see what your comments are. So let me go ahead and check on my dashboard. That way I can see the comments. Might have to reload the dashboard here. Just give me 1 second to take a look. In the meantime, let me see. Yeah, I would love to take your questions as well because it is a Q&A live stream as well. You can see that in the title. But yeah, let's see. Is it working? I don't know. Working here. Yeah, it's working here, but I can't see your chats. Oh, right. I did it on my phone the last time. That's right. Okay, yeah. I remember now because I did the stream, with John Moore. You guys remember John? He might be watching. I'm not sure. Is John here? But oh shit. Yes. Yeah. Okay, I can see everything here. I'm gonna put a chat in. You'll see it before I speak it. There we go. Just to let you know, I'm here in the chat now. So that's what that's all about. But Yeah, I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time because I understand it's 1:36 in the morning. Maybe 1:37 when you hear this, but um, I basically want to tell the story of and before before any of you make any judgments or take any action, I want you to understand this. I am completely fine now. I am completely, utterly fine now. And what happened earlier tonight, it does not at all affect, it is not at all part of who I am, if that makes sense. And no, I did not hurt anyone. However, I came very close to hurting myself. And let me explain. So, um, it's kind of a little backstory. Um, Basically, for the last several months, my family has been in a very stressful situation with as far as like money and things like that. And you might not think that because of you see my bedroom here, it's not too small, not too shabby. So, we must have a nice house, and yeah, we do. I'm just gonna say we are well set. But with the whole economic downturn and problems with the state and like the taxman and the IRS and my mom making a mistake with our taxes, we've got put into a very, very bad money situation where we now have to fight to keep all our house and assets and stuff. And it's very stressful on my family. And as a result, there's a lot of tension and yelling and things like that. And some of that rubs off on me, unfortunately. Sometimes I'll either get pulled into it or I make a tiny little mistake, such as like not putting away some dishes, and I'm like saying like some, like I forget to finish, and I'll get yelled at by my dad, and he's already upset. And if you're wondering, we don't have any like there's no problems of abuse or anything like that. Far from it. Far from it. All right, we are a very lucky family in that sense. But because of the stress and the yelling and everything, um, it's it's hard to avoid it on a daily basis. And basically, earlier tonight, oh no, earlier today, I was told by my dad, clean your room or you're kicked out. And I've been under threat to be kicked out for months. Because of whether it be grades, not doing chores, um, not following through at my workplace, although I have been now, as far as getting there on time and being disciplined, and really just listening to my mom and dad. And trust me, my mom, it might be even more so than my dad, and she's just hiding everything. Like all the like she's hiding like how she feels, I guess, in a sense. She's straightforward about how she feels, but she isn't very vocal. My dad's the vocal one, but he's less affected, if that makes sense. And basically what happened was earlier tonight, um, my mom came home, my brother was already here, and they both started yelling at me to get my room done because my dad's going to be home and he's going to kick you out if you don't do your room, right? Um, I basically yell back at them to stop yelling at me. And it does not work. They keep yelling, I keep yelling, and it just starts making me angry, right? And then it finally stops. All right, the yelling stops, and for the moment, I'm safe from that. And I have to clean my room now. And keep in mind, I hadn't cleaned my room for the entire night. For the entire day, actually. So this was on me, right? So, my room is it was at least a pigsty. Take a look at it now. Let me disconnect the webcam from back there and show you guys. Oh crap! It is way out of focus. Okay, I'm not gonna try that. Sorry. Um, although I can't show you guys, I can just speak. You probably trust me, right? My room is clean now, and yeah, it's good now. But at the time, it was an absolute pigsty. And basically, what happened was my dad came home, and he came into my room, and he was already upset because my sister actually got a traffic ticket that she shouldn't have gotten. It wasn't her fault. So they were already pent up about that. So the previous theme came back here, and my dad came into my room and basically said, like he saw my room was pigsty, I didn't clean it. He said this. All right, I'm not gonna kick you out, but here's what I'm gonna do. You stay in this room. You don't come out until it's clean. You you gotta go to the bathroom? Too bad. Go now. You gotta go to work tomorrow? Don't care. You stay in this room. Don't come out to do anything until it's clean. And you might think that I would be rational about this, but there's something I want you guys to know. Uh, you want to know why I love raging at video games? It's a secret part of me that is easy to do. I have some sort of anxiety and anger issues but they don't. What's the word? Come to light, I guess, or come to fruition unless I get triggered. That's why I rage at video games when I do bad, and that's why I rage when someone is angry at me. I snap, right? Now, normally, what I would do if I snapped in this situation, because I have done it a few times in the past few months, is I would just stomp on the floor, which is not good for the floorboards because I have a second story um, bedroom above a piano that my brother practices on 5 hours a day, and he paid a lot of money for it. So, probably not good, but I would stomp on the floor. Um, or I would slam my door, or I would throw a laundry basket on the ground, and it's like one of those plastic baskets. So it would oftentimes be empty, so it would just like bash on the floor, which is carpet, by the way. The floor is carpet. It would bounce on the floor and then tip over. Nothing major, right? But this time around, it wasn't just anger; it was distress. And let me check the comments before I say this. Um, yeah, let me check the comments before I say this. Hang on. I'm gonna reply to you, Sean. I'm from Michigan. Because I did want to, again, do the Q&A. Anyway, getting off point, but instead of, a reminder, instead of getting just angry and throwing a fit, I was also distressed. And I wanted to throw something at the wall instead. And I wanted to do it so badly. And I saw an apple on my bed, right? And I thought that would be perfect because it would just splat and it would make me feel better. This guy's crazy. Anyway, but I thought, no, I shouldn't throw something against the wall. So I thought it would be a better idea to take a blanket, um, this giant Detroit Pistons blanket and proceed to wrap it around my neck, like not like this, but down here, and pull it taut. And I did that for a second or two. I'd say more to 2 or 3 seconds. I didn't do it hard. I did it like moderately hard. I'm actually gonna keep this blanket that I almost used to kill myself to put it around me because it's nice and cozy. I'm a very twisted individual. I'm sorry. But no, again, I'm fine now. But basically what happened was I put it around my neck for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then I said, Evan, stop. And I just threw myself onto my bed. And you know that apple I talked about that was sitting on my bed at the time? I'm lucky it was there. And I just took it and started eating it, just gnawing at it. And that's probably a good thing because I was most likely malnourished at the time. Like, I didn't eat anything for a while. So again, very, very, it was scary. And I was in a lot of distress. And immediately after that, I went down next to my bed, picked up my phone, and I basically started spam texting my girlfriend, like just asking her to, talk to me. And of course she responded like right away. She is amazing. She cares about me on such a level I couldn't imagine. And the same me to her. So she texts me back, obviously, and she wants to know what's happening. And before the whole incident happened, I said I almost got kicked out, but we're good now. Obviously, that wasn't the case afterward. I said, never mind. I'm locked in my room until I can get it clean. And then I did the thing. I went back and basically started telling her, babe, I almost killed myself. Please call me. And she called me within a minute, not even. And she wasn't really like yelling or like she was like, what's going on? Are you okay? And I just told her everything that was going on, and I was crying. I was crying at the time, and it really just like it really just. I'm sorry if I'm looking at my phone. I'm checking on the chat with you guys. It hurt. Oh crap! Again, I was hurting a lot in that moment, but she helped me get through it. We stayed on the phone. God, let me see how long the phone call was. Right here. Yeah, we were on the phone for 36 minutes just talking, and she was consoling me. And a couple times my mom came up to my room and was basically forcefully yelling at me to stop, to get off my phone. And I was basically yelling at her, please let me stay on the phone. And I hadn't told them what happened. I ended up telling them only after I went through my room and cleaned it all up. So this is what happened. My girlfriend told me you can either mope, or you can do YouTube now that you're locked in your room. Or you can clean your room and get it all done. I chose option number 3, the best one. And yeah, I cleaned my whole room, and then I went down, talked to my parents. That conversation got heated, obviously. But we talked it out, sorted it all out, and they kind of like ganged up on me and like made fun of me for being a snowflake, or just like someone who's like way too emotional. And that was mean. That was mean of them. But yeah, it was crazy, that whole experience, and it just made me it made me really upset. And again, if you I'm sorry if I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at your chat. Yeah, if you're watching and you have any doubts about life, let's just say, or you have dark thoughts, please do not just like lose hope. Trust me, do not lose hope. I was suicidal 3 or 4 years ago, about ninth grade. I was in a new school that get this, it was only ninth grade, right? Only 9 kids. It was a school that was just starting up, so it was all the same people. And imagine every single one of them either makes fun of you, does not refuses to associate with you, or whatnot. And that was hard. And I was getting bad grades. I was very depressed. The only reason I got through that year is because of my friend Steve, who no longer is in my life. He went off the drug end, but he was the reason at the time that he got me through. That I got through school, and he wasn't on drugs then. Yeah, it was years before that happened. But anyway, it it was hard. But now with that thing in there that just happened earlier tonight, I just want to say I want to make a message. I want to make it clear. If you have any doubts about life, or you've lost hope, or you are suicidal, please do not do nothing. All right, talk to someone, anyone, your friends, your any loved one who you can trust to you know be keep it with you and them, or someone at school. They have special counselors, or anyone. I know at my college there's a special counselor, I think, like a Title IX coordinator. It might be. I know they help with things about abuse, but they will most likely help with suicide, or like suicidal thoughts or things like that. Please do not be inactive if you have these sort of issues. Um, you know, I don't know. And Krista, I can see, you said, "What if make talking to someone makes it worse?" Um, Generally, there are people who are if you're like at like in like a set up establishment, like a school or an institution, or there's even a suicidal hotline, for Pete's sake. They keep talking about that on, like, know whatever, all the commercials or whatnot. Even called the suicide hotline. There are people specifically trained to help you and whatnot. But Sakuya, um, if that's your real name or not, I think, are you Little Blue McDork on Instagram and Twitter? I would like to know that. Um, yeah, what you said there in the chat, it makes perfect sense, and it's totally the same thing. Um, if you are in any sort of like suicidal, or you're just in general, you know doubtful. I keep saying the same things, but like you're stressed out, or you have like anxiety, or you have anger issues like me, or you can snap in a minute. you know Talk to someone. I mean, or consult someone. For myself, I rely on my girlfriend, because believe it or not, even more than my family, she is the one I trust the most with my opinion. I mean, my friends, obviously, my other friends will obviously, they're the same situation, but My girlfriend, she's the one I've been with the most, obviously, because we were in love. Oh, Liz. Okay. I'll keep that in mind, Liz. But yeah, I mean, yeah, so the whole synopsis of what I was talking about, if you're coming in late or whatnot, basically my story was earlier tonight I I did not clean my room like I was supposed to, and I've been under threat to be kicked out for months. My family has pent up stress from financial shit, and they get angry at each other, and I get pulled into it sometimes. I didn't clean my room like I was supposed to, and I had all day to do it. Didn't do it. My dad came home, and just before then, my brother and mom were yelling at me a lot to do it, and it was just making me angry. I started cleaning, couldn't finish it before he got into my room. He locked me in my room, not locked me in, um, just told me don't come out of the room until you're done. And I, my reaction was completely irrational. Um, I tried, I almost tried to kill myself with this blanket that's on me, wrapped it around my neck, pulled it taut for a few seconds, then threw myself on the bed. And there was an apple there. I started gnawing on it while I was there, and basically that's it. And then I talked to my girlfriend, and like over the phone, and yeah, I got over it. I I moved on, I guess. And I wanted to share this story because, again, if anyone there needs help or is doesn't have hope, you need to get help. I'm lucky that I don't have as many problems as some people might. My sister, she actually has bipolar disorder, and she's taking medication to help alleviate that. Um, I don't have that, and I'm lucky. Um, so I want to make sure that other people do not have to go through what I went through earlier tonight. Um, Even though I don't have as many problems as some people do. I'm sure everyone has bad thoughts now and then. If you subscribe to me because you came from Awestruck Vox, you most likely know about Awestruck Vox, um, because you most likely watch him on a daily basis. If you don't, um, I mean, then you're awesome that you're new to Awestruck Vox and you came right over to me. But you guys are awesome either way, right? But Awestruck Vox has, problems with suicidal thoughts. He published a video on it, then, took it down, and I heard it got really popular, which, I don't know if you want that to get popular, but, he has that problem too. And, again, everyone has that problem from time to time, questioning whether life is worth it. I can tell you guys right now, no matter what situation you might be in, um, if you are not, in some sort of like labor camp prison and whatnot, and like you're not going to get rescued, I mean, maybe only then would life not be worth it. I mean, as long as there is a reason for hope, life is worth it. I mean, first off, you only get one life, right? And there's obviously many, many, many ways to look at it, but generally two. The one is, live life to the fullest. Do everything you want to do in your life. Um, Live fast, die young, or in my case, live fast, die old, because I want to be healthy, do all the things I want to do, and do them for a long time. And then there's the people who, are just like, what is there to life? I'm alone. I have no one. I'm poor. Don't have this, don't have that, don't have the other thing. To be honest, even if you don't have much, you still have this life. And you're on this earth. And if you think about it, if you just take a look up at the night sky for Pete's sake, like, isn't I don't look up at the night sky enough. And I really should. Just to, I guess, take it all in. If you just look up at the night sky and see all the stars and all the distant planets and see how lucky we are, not only that, but the fact that all this came to fruition, this whole thing where we are planets, orbit in perfect orbit around a star that's like, it's like the perfect distance for us to live, and we have Jupiter protecting us from asteroids. Like, we rarely get hit by asteroids anymore, and now we probably have the technology and the weaponry know-how to take out any asteroids we see. If you think about it that way, that we have all this, you know, and we have the ability to live, it's not really, it shouldn't be that bad if you can just once in a while look at up at the night sky and see that. And also, falling in love is another thing. If you fall in love, you'll know. I fell in love, what is it? 10 months and I believe 2 weeks. I believe 10 months and 2 weeks. I've got into my relationship with Mariah Blackman, uh, aka my girlfriend. And I gotta say, she got me through one of the roughest years of my life. It wasn't the best year of my life, by far, but it was definitely one I'll never forget. And we said that to each other earlier tonight. And I gotta say, I am really glad to have her, and I'm in love with her. And I hope we can be together for the rest of our lives, to be honest. And the same goes for any of you guys. If you fall in love and you know the other person feels the same way, you will feel it. It will be in the body language. It'll be in the way you guys speak to each other. And I guess when you're old enough and it gets to the sensual part, it'll come naturally. You'll feel the natural energy, the natural, I guess, attraction. Again, this is after dark story time, but you will feel it, it will come naturally. And again, those are some of the things that can help you get through all this bad stuff. Like, as bad as my anger issues are now, go back to a few years ago, and I was basically wired to video games. In love with video games, I was wired to them. I would play them for 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours straight, and I would rage whenever I would lose or whatnot. My eyes would be like this, glued to the screen, this for hours on end. I would go down to the kitchen, go into the bathroom there, take a look at my eyes. They're bloodshot red. I looked like I was just smoking a shit ton of pot, when in reality I was playing video games for that much. Like, you want to know where I got my anger issues? That's where. And my anxiety and everything. Why do you, like, let's put it this way. There is a reason why I'm doing YouTube gaming, and why I'm I want you guys to know something else. I try to do most of my gaming on YouTube if I can. And the reason is when I'm interactive with gaming, it's a different feeling. You're kind of analyzing what's going on. I know that that's if I get too into a game, I won't stop. And again, I was in love with video games, but now I'm in love with a woman. And she changed my life. And she inspired me to do YouTube. And now we're sitting here at 2/3 to 1,000. And I'm really happy about that. And I'm really happy about you guys. You guys, like, let me take a swig of this. It's water. But you guys, all 666 of you, again, this is coincidental, but every single one of you, you have made it possible for me to, basically present myself to the world and, you know, make something possible. It is giving me hope that I can actually be a YouTuber. As long as I can remember, I wanted to do something on YouTube. Several years ago, I wanted to do PlayStation Vita gameplay. That was believe it or not, that was my original inspiration, my original spark, my original little tick in the back of my mind was to do put a Vita in front of a camera, like a camcorder, and record the Vita playing, record me playing like Need for Speed or something like that, something cool. And that was my original spark. Excuse me. And look at me now. I finally get to do it. And it just feels so awesome. And now I have hundreds. Like, listen to that. Hundreds of subscribers. I mean, that is awesome. Like that's a lot. Like, put that in an auditorium and geez Louise. I would barely be able to speak. But you guys have given me hope too. And every time I gain a subscriber, I instantly go and check my email to see who subscribed to me and just to see what their channel art is and to see what their little profile picture is. See if there's a little synopsis of them. I literally do that. Like and that's how you guys will know I'm genuine. I'm a genuine YouTuber. And I care about you guys. I care about you guys a lot because you guys are giving me an opportunity to do something awesome. And I do want to give back. But again, this is a little bit off topic. Getting back, I guess I can try to relate this to everything. Having hope is one of the most important parts of being able to realize that life is worth it. I have hope, obviously, and I guess you could say I'm lucky to have this amount of subscribers. But yes, I did work hard for it. I've probably posted at least 50 videos so far. I've been doing this for 2 months already. Well, only 2 months, I guess, but I've been working hard. You can see my most recent videos are getting more editing into them, and I'm working, and I'm investing my time and money in this because I think it can get big, and I can make a living and help provide for my girlfriend and for other people that might need it, and help out my family, and really give back to the community as well. And this is why I want to do this. And I just want to say thank you to you guys. You've given me inspiration. You have helped me, you have helped me get a lot of progress. And as far as, the suicidal thought or whatever I told you guys earlier, it wasn't it didn't have anything to do with YouTube. No YouTube stress. I was excited about YouTube, and this had nothing to do with it. But I do want to say, having hope is the reason that I can live, and having love as well. But if you're lacking love, at least have hope. At least have hope. You know, and looking forward to something greater. Um, and that's all I can say about that, because I really want the best for all of you guys. I know it might seem like cliche or whatever that oh, I want the best for you guys just so I can get more love and support. Guys, if you are genuine people and you genuinely want me to succeed, you guys tend to show it because you leave amazing comments, you like my videos, you come in at 1:30 in the evening to watch my story time videos. You guys are genuine. All right, you guys are genuinely awesome people. And to be honest, anyone who subscribed to me is awesome, and you're part of the badass buddies. And I can't say I can't put into words how awesome this is to have you guys around, just supporting me and everything. And I know I'm making this video way too long, am I? Let me see if I got any questions from you guys, because yeah, there we go. Now the things are coming in. Let me go ahead and see. I went on some late night YouTube. Glad your live stream, dude. Gotta go. But sorry about the rough times. Try getting into meditating. Possibly, yeah. I could try meditating. Huge thanks, thank you. Counselors helped me, so did my teachers, but when my counselors suggested my parents that I go through therapy, they didn't even talk to me about it. They just asked why one time, then left me alone the rest of the day. I never even went to therapy or anything. My parents just got depressed and told me to never mention it again the next day. Disorders because of physical symptoms. I've been struggling for years. Depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. Now I got meds. Now that my family knows, even though I don't care about living, I do it because I know I would hurt others if I left that in that way. I try to talk, I look for support, and I suggest others should too. Where did you meet her? Oh, Krista. Yeah, Undertale Trash. Where did I meet Mariah? Right in the game room at Macomb. Right there. Right at one of the long brown tables. Yep, she was sitting there. She had her little Genesis portable on out in her hands, playing that. She had her headphones in. She had her hair in a ponytail. She had the blue jeans on. I think she had a sweatshirt on. I distinctly remember that because, by God, she looked amazing. She looked gorgeous. She always does, obviously, but like there's when people dress up and they make themselves look nice, and like they make themselves genuinely look nice, like they basically, when she dresses every day, she doesn't put too much into it, but she doesn't put too little. She puts just right, and it's just, oh my God, it's amazing. And that's another reason why you guys should know I'm genuine, because I love it when people dress genuinely and like try to put in just the right amount of effort into what they do and what they wear. But by God, when I met her, that was the most. It gave me hope then, right then and there, that maybe, just maybe, this girl is something different. And a few days later, when we were talking, I did work up the courage via text. That was kinda I should have asked her in person, to be honest. But at that point, it didn't really matter because we weren't necessarily thinking about. We were just starting to become friends. I asked her, do you have a Do you have a boyfriend? I kind of did. I did it in a nicer way in the text. I don't know how I said it, um, but she said no. Again, I forget how it went down, but she said no, I don't. Um, I think she kind of left it open to suggestion in the text. I think I remember that she left it open to suggestion. Um, like I kind of remember that, like giving me a little, you know, indicator that, you know, hey, I am available, just so you know. Um, but I am also, you know, you got maybe you have to work for it, or I don't know. I don't know how to say that, but yeah, it was unbelievably amazing. Oh, you took a screenshot of the 666. I actually I did too. I did that right when it hit that. Because I've been watching my sub count a lot tonight. But yeah, you. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I took a screenshot of the 666 and posted it on Instagram saying, "No! Someone help get it higher!" And then put subscribe here, put the link to my channel. And I think I posted it on Twitter and Facebook too. Jesus. Um yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look at it this way: 2/3 to 1,000. Let's look at it that way, not as in the devil's count. Unlucky. I don't care. Anyway, let me get back to your chats. Let's see. I want to catch up. Counselors, I saw that already. I'm starting to find little things that make me glad to be alive. Yes, yeah, Liz. Definitely. If you find a relationship and like look at it this way, if you find a relationship and you think they're the one, let's put it this way. You have to you got to go through something. You have to go through an experience like a humbling or possibly harrowing or like an experience that could cause an early breakup like just let's just say after the first month or first couple months. Like I'm not saying don't do something. I'm not saying do something that'll cause that. Something will happen if assuming everyone has a rocky life, which I'm sure everyone does. Basically, if you go through something and they stick with you like no sweat, that's definitely a big indicator that they are genuinely caring. And they'll also show indicators with personal interaction. Um, like whenever you talk to them, they won't judge you for how you act. Like there are some quirky things about my girlfriend that I definitely could judge, but I don't because that's who she is. And I can tell her just straight up, you do this, this, and this, but it's just like that you do those things, and she does the same thing to me. I am this crazy, bombastic, almost, like off the wall crazy person, like Jacksepticeye type. You know, except I'm not Irish. I'm Polish and German. But no, I'm crazy and off the wall, and it's just like, hey, that's who Evan is, and it's like no sweat. And we've already told each other our darkest secrets. Okay, that's how you know we are set. And unless one of us does something completely unforgivable, or one of us, it has something happen to them that unfortunately puts them in the higher place. Um, Let me knock on wood real quick. I'm really superstitious. Okay. Unless that happens, we're probably going to get married. I mean, I know we've only been together 10 months, but I'm pretty confident that we'll get married because um it's just something I know this is sounding so cliche, but it is something you feel. And by the way, if you're tuning in just now, don't do not worry right now if you missed the story time. You can always go back and take a look through it. Um, it is like, I think it's probably pretty captivating, but it basically goes along the line of something I did earlier tonight. That would have been like it would have been bad, but I stopped myself. If that's enough of a cliffhanger for you, I don't know. I don't want to get too into detail because there's some viewers that were here before who you know tuned in for the entire thing. So you know, food for thought. Anyway, if you're wondering, I'm reading the chat section right now, getting to some of your chats. But yeah, the second I saw your stream, I dropped everything. Wow. Like, you see, like, those of you who tune in for my streams are like and stick through them, like, you guys are awesome. Again, everyone who subbed, everyone who helped me out in some way, shape, or form to get to the 666 mark on subscriber count. I look at it as 2/3 the way to 1,000. That's the bad part. I thank you guys because you did a lot for me just by helping me out that little bit. It's giving me motivation. I mean, yeah. But anyway, let me get back to some of your chats because I gotta catch up on them. I really need to catch up on these. Yeah, it's been 2 months. And Marky McAdams. Marky. Marky. Yeah, someone actually left a comment on my last video saying Cash Money Kopitz. So he must have went to Ike or something. But yeah, Marky McAdams is he's in the chat now. What's up, Marky? Oh, the shirt. Oh, this is Arts Beats and Eats. I didn't go there myself. Um, I know my mom and dad go there sometimes. I've never been there. I need to go there and see what's going on. Oh my god, people no, people from Ike. Oh my god. No, now we got people from Ike flooding the chat. That's actually cool. Okay, actually cool. I really wanted people from Ike to support me, or at least check me out, or see what I have to offer as far as YouTube goes, because for those of you from Ike who are watching, Marky, Antonio, Victor, um, yeah, I wanted you guys to know a little bit about um, Ike and my experiences there. So for those of you who are from Macomb, those of you who are from out in the YouTube realm, who came here from the shout out video from the roundtable in Osterg Vox, and those of you from Ike, I want you to know about my high school experience. So this will be another story time, I guess. I can try to get through this quickly. Antonio, first of all, Antonio, are you even doing a YouTube channel right now? Oh man. Um, Shout you out right now. go check out Antonio's channel if he's got anything. But no, I really do want to do shout outs though. I really would want to do shout outs. I know like some people say they'll get to it, whatnot. No, I would want to do that, because I love helping people. I like it does not matter to me, you know. Like I love helping people. But anyway, my high school story. So basically, with how this went down, Ike. For those of you who don't know what Ike is, it stands for Eisenhower, Utica Eisenhower High School. Obviously, Dwight D. Eisenhower, his nickname was Ike. But anyway, that's getting off topic. It's a school in Michigan, on the southeast side, and basically it runs from sophomore year to senior year, and it's kind of like I would say a rich kid public school. It has about 2,000 student enrollment, but yeah, it's a big school generally for like either rich kids or well set area. Let's put it that way. And the way I saw Ike and the way I saw, how things went down there through my eyes specifically, people were very self-centered and they had their own cliques and they had their own groups and they had, their own special niche or whatever. I saw groups that were, cool kids with who were driving like nice ass Chargers. I know I'm driving one now. I love that car so much. Um, we kept it up in really good shape, by the way. But anyway, yeah, there's people with nice ass cars, wearing fashion shit. The girls they show their cleavage, they show off their bodies and wear makeup and whatnot. You get the deal. Um, there are groups of people like you and me who still have that kind of like that invisible wall where they're like, I'm not gonna tell you everything. Um, I got that little invisible mask going on, and that was the same for the cool kids. And then there were the nerds like me. Um, some people, and I'm not being self-centered when I say this. People have told me I'm good looking. I I personally don't think I'm shit. Like I'm a 135-pound weakling. But I know my girlfriend thinks I look good, so that's good enough for me. But people say I'm good looking, but I think I more so align with the nerds because that's that's who I that's what I feel like. And yeah, they had their own groups, the nerds, and yet they had that invisible wall, that invisible mask. And it was like that. I could not get into any sort of group. I could not make friends from anyone. And the friends I did have, who were the real people like me that should have, you know, I should have clung to, I tried not to. I tried not to cling to them, like they were trying to me, like, form our own group. I tried not to because I was desperate to get into the cool kids and to be cool. But I should have realized I was never going to be that. I was only going to be myself. Like, I tried to be cool, but too much of who I am showed through. And like some people just like did not get that. Actually, many people did not get that. Like, I almost became like, I would say I wasn't popular, but I was well known. And not necessarily in an endearing way, just in the way that, oh, that kid Kopitz, yeah, um, he's different. go away, Copets. Yeah, like, that's kind of how it went throughout all of high school. Whatever grade level, it did not matter. It was just like, oh yeah, that's Copets. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, you're cool. Yeah, yeah. And in the background, it's just like, who the fuck is that guy? And like, that's how it went. That is how it went for so long. And looking back at it, would I have changed anything? I can't say I would have, because looking at where I am now with my girlfriend of 10 months, who is the love of my life, um, and looking at my, you know, all the subscribers and people who have supported me and the people that I've related to for so long. Well, not so long, but, you know, I've had the honor and privilege of relating to them and affecting them in some way, shape, or form, interacting with them, and giving them at least a moderate form of entertainment. I mean, I wouldn't have had it any other way. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't have started YouTube if I um, got into any of these groups. Excuse me. But yeah. So basically, let me add on to my story from high school, and just to give you some of the quirky things I did there. So, some of the quirky things I did, for starters, I tried to flex for the girls, Um, yeah, I tried to flex my 135-pound weakling, like, slender form. This thing, like, look at my shirt. Like, look at that. Like, look how big the sleeves are compared to my arms. Like I tried to flex that, or I would try to do intense like leg presses in the weight room when literally almost anyone in the weight room could do it, just like me, and more. Or just like, I would try to show off basketball, which was one of the only things I was actually, pretty good at, and that was mainly shooting. I was mainly a shooter in basketball, and yeah, I gotta admit, I did knock some heads in basketball shooting, like, around the world. That was my thing. Um, People also called me a tryhard in on one. I was. I wanted to beat the shit out of people. I have no shame in that. Except I didn't end up beating the shit out of some of these people. Some of these people were just naturally gifted at sports. What can you say? Um, and I would have wanted to get into basketball, but too much commitment. And that's why I'm really, really, really glad I found YouTube. Um, but anyway, some of the other things I did were, well, these weren't trying to show off, but I guess they were. This was so stupid. For like, I think like maybe not a week, but a few days in a row, I decided it would be a good idea to bring in my entire Wii U, and I would have, if it would have made much more sense if we were like, during a class that was like a blow off class, and we just hook it up to a projector and I hand out controllers and we'd play it. Of course, with the Nintendo Switch coming out, much easier. You just take the tablet, put it on the table, take a Joy-Con. All of a sudden, at EW Network, Joy-Con boys in the hood, sort of shit. But yeah, you could play that right. God damn, Nintendo finally got it, but it didn't help me. Basically, what happened was I brought my Wii U in, and during specific classes where the teachers weren't really monitoring the students, I would put my Wii U in my book bag. It had the it had a laptop compartment. I would face the fans up, like this is the Wii U, right? I would face the fans up here, pointed toward the opening in the book bag, and I would have to run the power cord out into the outlet, and I would play the gamepad, because the Wii U has a gamepad with a screen on it. I would play the gamepad, um, whatever game it was, and people would be like, "Ooh, what's that? Is that a Wii?" And half the people didn't even know what a Wii U was. That was the other crazy thing. That, like, if you don't know what a Nintendo console is, you are like really out of the loop. Just gotta say that right now. Like, how do you not know what the current Nintendo console is? Well, now it's past, but no, it's still current until March. But how do you not know that? That's how out of the loop people are sometimes. But anyway, that's getting off point. Like, I would whip out the gamepad and just play it in class. And I did that for several classes, and people were just like, "Oh my god, like he's doing that." And like for one class, I literally had to move seats. Like I was seated in the middle of the class, but I was committed to playing that game. So I would literally move my book bag over to the other side of the room, hook up the game console to the outlet, and then walk back over to my seat in the middle of the room and play off the gamepad. That's how much of a dingus I was. And only now can I see how funny that was. That must have been for everyone there. Oh my god. Like, I can see the veins popping out of my head because it's just like, oh, what was I thinking? But you know what? That was me. And you know what? I would still do that shit now. But I would, instead of trying to be cool about it and try to be sly about it and try to act like, oh yeah, I'm so cool, like this, I'd be like, yeah, I'm playing a Wii U. Yeah, yeah, I don't give a shit. Like, I would be totally nonchalant about how I feel. I'd be totally straightforward, just like, yeah, bitch, I'm playing a Wii U. You know? And like, trust me, I would love people to laugh with me. I would basically make them laugh with me instead of against me, if you know what I mean. And I kind of wish that people laughed with me instead of against me, because I know for a fact, like, those of you from Ike who are watching, you don't need to, hide it from me or whatever, there. I know everyone has to hide, some truth from the matter, but I know that many, 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 many people from Ike were hiding how they really, felt about what I did at Ike. All my eccentric behavior, um, all the crazy shit I did, in an attempt to get some sort of positive attention. You don't, you don't need to, I guess, what's the word? I can't think of the word right now. You don't need to worry about it. I know now how people actually felt. I didn't know back then. And I want you guys to know I would not change a thing. Especially now that I have a girlfriend. Because it's just like, at that point, it's just like, hey, I'm extremely confident. Like, seriously, am extremely confident in who I am and how I behave. Um, and I know how to behave in certain settings and this and that and the other thing. And again, in fact, I'm just happy that you guys are watching. Like, seriously, thank you. Like, I mean, it does mean a lot that, people from all over are watching. But yeah, story sounds fake. Like Aaron Cummings, that kid, man. You ain't fucking with your clique, Evan. You're not a nerd, you're cute. Invisible anxiety wall, always there. Sometimes you aren't even aware of it. Good looking. Hmm. Everyone is a nerd though. Nerds for life. Serious question. Anyone else? Oh my god. What the fuck? That's hilarious. Anyone else fapping? Oh my god. No, 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 no. That's hilarious. Yeah, two ball. Two ball. That's what it was. Two ball. Um, no. So Evan Knight's new subscribers. He was the king of two ball and Ike. Gotta say, I was pretty damn good. I I'll tell you what I was. I was streaky. I was streaky. When I'm on, I'm fucking fire. I'm gonna say that right here and now. I was streaky as hell. When I'm hot, I'm hot. When I'm cold, I go down deep into the bucket of despair, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't fucking do what the fuck, you know? That's how it was with me, you know. And I was always out to impress, and sometimes it was good, sometimes it was a good day, sometimes it wasn't. But toward the end of senior year, I just stopped playing it entirely because I was not confident in my shot at all. I did not practice. And even now, I don't practice because, you know, I got other things to worry about. And I'm running a YouTube channel and I have a girlfriend. You know, I'm still active, trust me. But I don't like, you know, exercise per se. But yeah, how do you feel about 666? Again, I don't. The way I feel about it is it's 2/3 to 1,000. That's how I feel about it. Okay. Like, again, the fact that I have over 600 subscribers, I'm not going to keep saying that word, okay? The fact that I have this many subscribers is awesome. Like, you know, I'd prefer if someone subscribed right now who was new and wanted to see more of my stuff. I would love to get it above that number because I'm very superstitious. Um, you know, I am a man who, like, I am religious, but I'm also superstitious. So I carry the best of both worlds, if you could imagine that. Um, yeah, Julian Biondo, Austin Bodette. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember those guys. Marky, Antonio. Um, I don't know who was. I don't know who else is watching for Mike. Julian, if you're watching, like, you know, I love this. I appreciate the support you gave me on my Facebook page and whatnot. But I gotta say, you're fake. Hey, Austin Bodette, you were more upfront about how you felt about me, so I'll give you that. But I didn't like the way you felt about me. But Julian, fake. I remember the one time I know this is a direct call out. I don't do these, but he um he told me to go after this one girl. I'm not gonna name her. Um, and basically told me to say a bunch of different weird twisted shit. I don't even know how he thought this up. Like, it was an entire group who thought all this stuff up and told me to go after her. And it was just like, what? Okay, I guess if this is cool. It was not. Jesus Christ, I made myself look like an idiot. But anyway, yeah. Told me to go after her, and it was just like, the whole situation. I'm not gonna explain what happened because it's too inappropriate. But yeah. Long story short, she ended up becoming his girlfriend. So hey, I mean, I hear they're still together and they've been together for a while. So congratulations to them. All the power to them. But Julian, um, fake. As far as that goes, I appreciate the support though, but back then it was fake. And I know I'm gonna get shit in the chat section. Like I just wanted to say that, get that off my chest. It has been weighing on my chest for a while, believe it or not. Anyone who was fake to me, I may or may not do that, but what the fuck am I thinking? Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not an idiot. No. Kick it old school with Vire, hit the bull in the locker room. No. Religious superstitious. Roasted his ass. The disrespect. I've been drawing sketches of the scream. Cash money wilding out. The fat face appears. God, Liz, I love you. Oh my god. Like this. Yeah, Sakuya. Oh my god. These are the kind of people I want on my channel, you know? I love the like people too. Just to give out all the stories and everything that I've had. Like, okay, as far as the roast goes, I'm gonna be straightforward and honest. Whether it comes out as a roast to you guys, I don't care. I do not care. It does not matter to me. Um, but anyway, yeah. Evan, you gotta get the Xbox One. I had an Marky. I had an Xbox One for about a week, not even. And there's a story to that too. And this goes back to all you guys who been watching my PS Vita videos. Um, it was actually because of a PS Vita, believe it or not, that I had to sell the Xbox One. Um, and it was a mistake to get the Vita because I got it after the Xbox. I only paid $200 for the Xbox, and it came with so many games downloaded on there. It had GTA 5. I know it had Wolfenstein. It had whatchamacallit. You know the maker of the original GoldenEye for N64? Well, they had an entire series of games packed into one that they made for the Xbox One. There was that. Forget what other games there were, but they were high value, and I only got it for $200, and all I needed was a controller, and I got a controller for like 30, and it was an awesome bundle. But then I made the fateful decision to look for another PlayStation Vita. I already had one. I already had a Vita, I think. I don't know. I got one with a 64 gigabyte memory card, with a shit ton of games downloaded on it, which sucks because they're tied to an account, and I had to use the guy's account, and I prefer not to. I prefer my own account, and I ended up not getting access to the internet. So there was that. So I basically got scammed out of $300, and I had to sell everything, format the card. I had to. I don't know what exactly I did after I sold the Xbox One, but I had to sell the Xbox One. Had to do it. I had to pay car insurance. Otherwise, my mom and dad would have taken away all my games and sold them. And it would have been bad. So I did have an Xbox One for about a week, but I had to sell it, and it sucks. I regret getting that Vita to this day because I probably would have kept that Xbox One and used it to record gameplay. I probably would have been recording by now, but it is what it is, and now I get to stream my Vita games, and I always wanted to do that. Especially because there's a big like a big niche fan base for Vita gamers. There's a lot of Vita people out there who don't get to see, straight up let's plays of PS Vita games. In fact, there might not be any of legit PS Vita let's players. Like people who let's play Killzone Mercenary, people who let's play Freedom Wars, or all the big Vita games out there, and soon to be Call of Duty Declassified. Once that's gonna be in the coming months when I get enough money for a capture card directly on my Vita. But yeah, there's not a lot of Vita Let's Players out there. Anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about. Just buy another Xbox when the money stacks up like Trump. Yeah, right. If my channel gets to I think if my channel gets to either 10,000 or 20,000 subs, by that time, I think I would have enough money for basically all the systems I need, all the assets I need. Um, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right, let's see. What up? A friend of Evan, a friend of mine. I appreciate that, Antonio. I know. I don't really associate it with a lot of people from Ike anymore, but with honestly anyone who wants to be friends with me, um, I'm all for it. To be honest, that's just how I roll. I know those of you coming from Ostrovox, he's the same way. Um, but yeah, let me go back to the comments. Do you feel bad for Hillary Clinton? Okay, do you feel bad for Hillary Clinton? I don't get into politics on my channel. That's just not who I am. Do I feel bad for her? I don't know. Um, because again, I don't want to mention politics on my channel. Um, all I know is she's done a lot. She was Secretary of State of the United States. She was First Lady of the United States. She was a big senator. So she accomplished a lot. She was very big, and she is very well known. Um, as far as the presidency goes, I mean, all I know is that she got more votes and Trump got more electoral votes. He got the strategic victory and he won more of the states that I get like what I'm hearing is that Trump won all like the middle states and Hillary won like the big um coastal states. So that's what I'm hearing. Again, I don't know. Like, do I feel bad for her? Based on what she's done over her career and everything, not in that sense. If but that's all I'm going to say about that because she accomplished a lot. You know, it's on for her sake, it's unfortunate she did not get the opportunity to be the first woman president. It's sad for her, but she it was they're saying it was a fair election, and frankly, I've looked up everything. I've done all this research I've been prepared to research, and I firmly believe Trump got fairly elected, and he's going to be our president. That's all I'm saying about that, and that's all I'm going to say about politics for now. Yeah, Clinton did a lot, so I don't necessarily feel bad for about that. Yeah, so let's see. I'm doomed. Sup, Antonio. I'm home community only 5-10 minutes away for sure. We gotta game some time. What are your thoughts on Trump? Thoughts on Trump? Good question. A lot of people at Macomb, they know my political opinions already, so there's no secret there. For those of you who are watching and don't know, I don't because politics is such a big issue right now. Are very passionate about it, and I am very, very passionate about politics. Okay, I will not shy away from that. But for the sake of this whole thing, I want to keep it. I just want to stay down the line and not really talk about politics. So I'm glad that you put what are your thoughts on Trump. Um, Now, again, for those of you, keep in mind Trump got inaugurated. He's officially the president. Whether that does not register with you or not, I'm sorry, but I mean he is the president. You Google him, it'll say it. Um, but basically, my thoughts on Trump are this: he is an amazing businessman, unbelievably amazing. He's done crazy amounts of investing and even philanthropy work. I hear he's done really good stuff there. Um, he's done a lot in the real estate sense, so I can definitely tell he will be good for the economy. And that's judging from a neutral standpoint. If you analyze it from there, he will be very good for the economy purposes. Um, as far as like relationships with other countries, that's going to depend more on the diplomats he's put in. Um, I hear like the Nikki Haley. I hear is going to be the UN ambassador. I hear good things about her. I don't know much about her again, but yeah, she's gonna handle more international relations and stuff like that. Um, but again, I don't think it rests so much on him for the relations part, and even for like race relations, all that stuff. That is probably going to rely more on Ben Carson, who is I think he's the nominee for Secretary of Health and not Health and Human Services for Housing and Urban Development, inner cities, And I gotta be honest with you guys, Ben Carson was probably the most likable Republican candidate for you know what you call it, Democrats, liberals, because he generally did not rip anyone. He generally did not talk down on anyone. And to be honest, many people probably thought he was, an endearing presence because of that. And he was a neurosurgeon and he was more neutral. Although, you know, it's kind of that sort of thing. Although he did run as a Republican, so people are just going to be firmly against Republicans. I firmly understand that. So basically, my reasoning is because Ben Carson was an endearing presence in both subtle ways and obvious ways, I think he's going to be very good for race relations and ethnic relations and again, urban development and things like that. So, I mean, it's I feel if you want my honest opinion and if you want it to be neutral, because I want to be as neutral as I can and not bring up politics. I don't want to bring up the politics side. I am I am optimistic. I am optimistic because Donald Trump is a businessman, and the people he's bringing in, from what I'm hearing, are going to actually help to handle the things that need to be handled appropriately. And again, I don't want to trigger anyone who is against him or whatnot because I'm not that kind of person. Is the camera out of focus? There we go. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Trump and what he's doing. Um, anyway, let me see. And what are people? God, I'm so out of the loop on the chats because I'm like everyone's in the chats now, and I'm just like out of the loop completely. Still got a race car track downstairs. Yeah, we still have the racing simulator, but we're gonna have to replace it. There's something wrong with it. But for now, it's gonna work as probably my gaming, almost like a gaming PC, because it's got the racing chair that people have. So I'll probably use it as that for now, and just sitting there, use the webcam and microphone here, and just game off of that. That would be cool. How's your dad's window cleaning company? It's a carpet cleaning company now. It's strictly carpet cleaning. Commercial. Right now they do commercial only, and they service pretty much all the big restaurants in the Michigan area. And right now, business is not good right now. I gotta tell you guys that. They got work to do in order to get more sales. And there's a lot of tech stuff they gotta get through. There's a lot of financial shit that's going on. It's not pretty, and that's what's been triggering the stress in my family. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Now, let's see. Don't see why not. If I ever get the time to, I'll stop by the game room probably Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Mhm. Marky, you're really out of the loop of my life. My dad he sold that Lotus years ago, probably like at least 4 years ago. He right now he has a Super 7 type car. Um, like if you look up like a Lotus Super 7, or better yet, look up Caterham, like just like the words cater and ham, put them together, it's Caterham. But Caterham Super 7, if you look that up, it's something very similar to that. It's I don't know. I guess I could give the exact model name. It's called Ultralight S2K. Um, yeah, like you know how Miller Lite is spelled? I don't know. Like Ultra Light S2K. Just look that up. That's what it is, and that's what he drives now. And it looks badass, but I would never ride it. I mean, it's too scary to ride in because it's just so herky jerky the way he drives, and he just like you know he's a speed demon in those cars. Trump kit. Hmm. Trump cat. You must pay attention to my Facebook page, or I must have worn that shirt. Marky, man, you are really into my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. Well, yeah, Trump cat. We shall overcome. I love that Trump cat. It's just such a funny meme. Personally, we were screwed either way. Uh, America can't get any worse than it already, let's put it this way. We have, terrorists and we got Russia to deal with. I think the reason why people like the middle of the country chose Trump so much more over Clinton is because they saw Trump as something different. And they saw like I'm talking about this from, all the analysis I've seen of the election, because trust me, with the way I'm politically charged, I want to do research and whatnot for debate, not only debate purposes, but just for personal knowledge. Um, Basically, what I'm getting at is most of the middle of the country voted for Trump because he he seemed to appeal to people that actually got affected by the economic downturn, and you know it seems like they got more affected in the economic downturn during the Obama administration. It just that was how it went, I guess. Um, Either way, you know, that's that's what I'm seeing. Because Trump, I believe, won 85% of counties in the country, and most of them came from the middle. And yeah, but Hillary was just seemed like another established Democrat. That's what they're saying again. Um, like myself, I I don't I probably don't know shit, okay? But what I'm seeing from the news articles and things like that from all over is just that Hillary did not appeal to the middle Americans, and that's why she might have won with the popular vote, because the coastal cities and whatnot, they're very, very, very populated, obviously, and they probably don't get affected by the economic downturn as much, and therefore they probably vote for Democrats in that sense. That would make sense. Um, so that's probably why she won the popular vote, yes. But the electoral college that focuses on the middle of the country, the people who do get affected, and therefore it kind of provides a check. It provides a check on the American vote. Let's put it this way: if we had like my dad made a great point. When you take a look at the electoral map and the whole vote map, um, and when you take a look at all that, you will see California and New York take up they take up I think they took up more than the complete margin that Hillary Clinton won on the popular vote side. That's what I'm believing. And then you look at the middle of America and it's mostly Trump. So if you look at it that way, if Hillary had won based only on popular vote, the country in that sense would have been elected by just the coastal cities. And remember, the coastal cities are a completely different type of setup than, the whole middle of the country. There's a completely different ecosystem, to be honest, inside there. So it's completely different, versus, this, this town in Michigan where it's just like it's a suburban community. And, to be honest, most people out here voted Trump because, it was a place where it can get affected by an economic downturn, and most likely that's why they voted Trump. But yeah, and again, if you are, you know, whether you're Trump supporter, Hillary supporter, Bernie supporter, whatever supporter, I am looking at this from an analysis point of view, and I'm trying to stay as neutral as I can. Hopefully, I'm doing a good job. But again, analysis. What my analysis is basically saying is Trump got in the middle of the country, and that's why he got the electoral vote. And why what people don't get about the electoral college is it did its job in this sense that like it's supposed to provide a check on the country, so that's not run by like a small part per se of you know the country, because like it's very hard to kind of analyze this whole thing without getting politically charged. So I'm just gonna leave it at that for now and get back to the chats. See if there's anything else you guys have put on there. However, how many memes were created? Triggered. What was that shadow behind just moved by you? Hmm, that's funny. That's funny. That could just be my shadow. Maybe. I don't know. I could look back at the video. If there was someone in my house, I don't know. There have been stories within my family clan that um maybe there is like a spirit that goes through our house. That would most likely be my unborn sister. I actually, yeah, believe it or not, I actually have an unborn sister who died during childbirth. Strangled, accidentally strangled herself with her own umbilical cord. Oh, but yeah, that it, if her shadow appeared, that's most likely what it is. I don't think we have like a poltergeist spirit or anything like that. Again, superstitious. But yeah, weird shadow thing behind you. That's interesting. But yeah, I mean that. I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know what that whole thing is about. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. I gotta admit that was a really good live stream. Um, there was a lot that I discussed there, and like as far as the whole thing with um the bad thoughts I had earlier today, and almost hurting myself, and whatnot. I'm okay now, and I'm good to go. I'm not. I do not have those thoughts on a regular basis, and personally, I for anyone who has those problems, again, make sure that you have a support system there. As for our high school, I don't regret it. You know, I don't regret it. I wouldn't have changed it for the life of me, mainly because I'm here now and I have my loving girlfriend here supporting me. And again, the election shit. Yeah, I'm now that it's all over with completely, and now Trump is the president. I just want to leave it as it is, because we've already gone through everything, and I heard there were massive protests in D.C. today, which I saw a bunch of memes on Twitter on how Trump's Trump's crowd was like sparse compared to Obama's. You guys got to realize that is because of the protests. Why do you think it was so sparse? Because people were rioting in DC. That's the reason why his crowd was sparse and whatnot. Because people were afraid to go. I mean, that's there weren't protests there weren't these kinds of protests. No, I'm not gonna call them protests. I'm gonna call them riots because they smashed. What I'm hearing is they smashed 4 storefronts and suffered severe damage, and that they also torched a limousine, and cops were using flashbangs and shit. That's a riot. And again, I'm not looking at this I'm looking at this straight down the middle. You can use my microphone as a line. I'm looking straight down the middle. You use my nose if you want to. This is a neutral standpoint. That was a riot because they were fucking shit up. Okay, so I mean that's bad that they're doing that. But anyway, I mean, if I'm turning some people off, I'm sorry. I mean, that happened. I'm done with politics. Yeah. But anyway, let me see. It's been a long stream. I gotta say, it has been a really long stream. Probably well, not. I started at what, 1:36, 1:37. So it's been about an hour 40 minutes. So it was a good long stream, I think. Yeah. And I went to 667 and then I lost a sub. Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that fine and dandy? Well, I'm sorry if I turned you off. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have gone there, but whatever. This happens. What's going on now? Went to unrated real quick. Wait, what the fuck? Whoa! There were just a shit ton of chats that just popped up. How'd that bottle get yellow? This bottle's not yellow, it's green. It's just reflecting off the light in the wrong way. Yeah, if you're wondering, this shadow here, that's my head. It's reflecting off this desk lamp here. Oh crap, I can't show you the desk lamp, but see, I'm moving the desk lamp. So that's my shadow, if you're wondering. You're back. I tagged you on Insta. Hi. Sounds like a Japanese. Jesus. He's talking about that shadow demon moves behind him. Where do you all live? Marky White, USA, Michigan. How about you? What? What? It's gone. It's back. Giving out a free. What the fuck? Marky, what the fuck? Oh my god, I just got these chats literally just not even a minute ago. What the fuck, Marky? Dude, no, 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 no. Stop that. Stop that. No, that's cancer. Stop. Don't do that. No. What, you? Oh my god, Sakuya, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't see those chats. Oh my god. That was the reason why I kept talking because I didn't see any chats. Oh my god. What the fuck? Marky, why? Why'd you do that? How long is your how long is your under what? What? Oh my god. Dude, that's like 4chan shit. Don't do that. Oh my god. What? Dude, you know nothing about her. Oh my god. You want to know something about her? Like this is the reason why I want to connect with people on my channel. So I actually you know who she is? She's a girl, an American girl named Liz who lives in the middle of the country. I think it was either Kansas or Arkansas, one of those two. I'm believing. Yeah, in Kansas. Yeah. And she's about a year and a half, I think, younger than me. Um, yeah, and I think she's still in high school. That's that right there. That's connection. Mark, what you did there? Let me see. Yeah, Mark, you should apologize to her. Like that was wrong. Yeah, don't worry, don't worry, Liz. I'm doing it for you. There we go. Yeah, sorry, Marky, but you shouldn't have said that. Um, this channel. There might be profanity on this channel, but it's not meant for that shit. I'm sorry. Like I am I am a nerd. Okay, channel is built off of people who have similar interests to me, whether it be cartoons, whether it be video games, or like nerdy games, or whatever it might be. We don't talk about like hitting shit on a daily basis or like whatever. Like, no, we are. I try to keep it non porno. Nah, unless it's hentai. Nope, I didn't say that. I did not say that. Nope, I did not say that. Yeah. Anyway. This Japanese anime porn star. Fuck. Fuck you, Mark. Dude, stop it. This is the second time today I've been. Don't mention it. Mark, come on. Dude, I've known you since elementary school. You've always been a good sport to me, all right? You've always been a good guy to me. So please be the Marky I know and don't do this. This is disrespectful. You don't know anything about who Sakuya is and like the things she told me earlier in the chat, you don't know who she is, all right? Like like that's a disconnect there. Like I'm sorry I have to do this, but that's who I have. And that you see, guys, this is why you gotta stop. You gotta stop trolling my chat section because you know, like this is what I didn't want. I didn't want my chat section to turn into like a cancerous, you know, whatever this is. I don't even know what to call it now. Like I'm putting on a smile, but this is really again this is Schadenfreude. Like this is not a real smile. This is just like God, it's harassment. Yeah. Marky, are you high? Be honest, are you fucking high right now? Because you fucking need to stop. Hang on. Dylan the douche. You don't like the swearing. You don't like the swearing. Yet your profile name is Dylan the douche. That makes sense. Listen, I know I'm swearing a lot. I know I'm using a lot of profanity, but look, are you looking at the comments section and what's going on here? This is totally disrespectful. It's a what the fuck are you doing smile? Exactly. Look, if you guys are going to act like you are acting now, don't be on this channel, okay? I'm gonna tell you right here, right now, this is supposed to be a clean channel, and I'm one of those people where I want to help other people, right? Making vibes or whatever you're doing. It's not that kind of shit. And I know I'm using profanity. I'm sorry, but like this is not that kind of thing. Dylan isn't. Marky, what happened to the love 30? Hang on. Hang on. Damn it, my phone is. What happened to the chat was that you harassed one of my fans. It misspelled it's misspelled it faves, but I will put in parentheses faves. Yeah, you're believe it or not, I technically have fans now. And believe me, I'm honored to have people who look up to me. Like that's kind of awesome to be honest, but oh, and she hang on. Cuz this is ridiculous. I didn't want this might be the reason why I have to archive whole video. Seriously. Like this like I posted an earlier like a prior chat. It might have been the first chat that said I might have to archive the video because of the sensitive stuff involved. Like, I was talking about suicidal thoughts and that's bad, obviously, but the way I explained it, I'm guessing, it helped that people out more than hurt. But now with all this, it's just like some of the stuff I might have, repeated or the fact that it's just taking up so much of the stream, like I might actually have to archive this just because of that. And I went from originally going to archive it for a different reason to realizing, hey, this might actually help people, to I might actually have to archive it because people are acting inappropriately in the chat. And I do not want to do that. Now, for comment section, the comment section appears after the video is posted, and as an actual like upload. So that part is good. Then I can leave a comment right under, or maybe in the description, leave something there where people were being disrespectful. But again, this is not that place for that. Right? I am a real and honest person here. I'm not going to stand for people getting harassed when I've found out, the things about these people, and I'm just not gonna stand for it. You know, and it is an after dark chat. I get that it's an after dark chat because it's late at night, and technically there were things I talked about that were sensitive topics. You know, but this this is like, oh my god, I oh my god, this has my head spinning more than this hamster doll. Yeah. Lost all my limbs 3 years ago. I think. My god, this is crazy. Like, I cannot believe it turned into this. I do not know what's with that shadow. Alright. Alright. Well, I'm hoping like everything's working out in the chats. And again, wow. Wow. I cannot believe that. Oh, Sakuya, do not worry about it. Trust me, I'm in a much better state of mind than I was back, several hours ago. Trust me, I'm much better off now. So don't worry about that. Trust me. Yeah, what a roller coaster tonight. Yeah. Right. Huh. Again, I'm paying attention to that shadow now, seeing if it's me or the background. No, trust me, you guys are good. All right, I'm here to help people. Um, Trust me, I'm here to give advice, not receive it. Again, that's my head. I don't know. I don't know these things. I'm not a psychic. Keeping a close eye on it. Yeah. So what else? They finally apologized. Took them some time. Oh my god. Really? Really? I'm not gonna take it any further than it needs to go. I'm just saying. There were. What I'm gonna say about this whole situation that happened here is there was some very disrespectful shit that was said in the comments. All right. I'm just gonna let it go. Trust me, I'm fine. I'm just here for the people who, were treated with complete disrespect, and I'm just hoping that everything is good now. That's all. Well, Marky, here's the thing. Im- it depends on who you're talking to as far as disrespect goes. Um, yeah, I understand if it's like, with someone who, is similar to you, or, if it's someone, who you talk to and it's like, they're in the same kind of social group, maybe, you know, I don't know what social group you adhere to. Um, but if you're talking, let's just say you're talking to a girl in your social group, maybe that's acceptable. Um, I mean, I guess whatever the case is. But you know, you go outside that social group, and believe it or not, there is a line of completely different social standards. Um, there are oftentimes what I've seen is like nerds. Like I'm a nerd, okay, so I can say I can I can say other people who are nerds because I'm one myself. Oftentimes, nerds tend to um, they tend to show their I guess their not necessarily their demons, but their problems are more apparent, and that's why they turn to YouTubers, and specifically ones who are like them. That's why Jacksepticeye is getting so famous. That's why Dan TDM is getting so famous. Markiplier, maybe even Niga Higa. I know Vanoss, PewDiePie. Like these people have. Oh, sorry. These people have tens of millions of subscribers because they appeal to people who are emotionally distraught. And basically, what you were doing was you were talking the way you would talk to someone, I guess, in your social group to someone who is outside it completely. And maybe there was a misunderstanding, but at the same time, you know, it in general to to I guess regular people, not regular everyone's their own person. So I'm not going to say regular, but I would say many or most other women, girls, that's kind of disrespectful. But again, if you were probably there was probably a misunderstanding there, or you didn't know how you probably didn't know anything about her other than the fact that she had an appealing, you know, whatever it is, anime figure, and she had that kind of name on her profile. Hey, that's the picture and profile she chose, okay? But you know, all I can say is that it was still disrespectful. I mean, again, you might not have realized it, and there might have been you know a disconnect. I can understand that, but it was still it was still I don't know. That kind of crossed the line a little bit. If we're putting it in the social standards and all that. So what's going on here? Okay. You didn't have problems with Sakuya, Toshi, and Undertale ganged up on Marky. It's behind the curtains. We're all good now. Love how questioning your existence is an apology. Yeah, you were the good vibes. It's your apology. How you doing when they finally apologized? Sorry, Evan. Undertale is going through a tough time. It's you. They're just trying to mess with you. Evan, don't be feeling down. Good vibes only. Wasn't that disrespectful? You laughed. Huh, it sure wasn't. We are good. They smile every day. Always smiling. Respect from you and words like you. Sleep good in San Antonio. You were talking to two random girls. Stop assuming your gender. Thanks, doing you too, man. Yep, I'm biting my tongue right now. I don't want to stress you put any more than you are. Just want the debate to stop. You want me to show my tits? Yeah, I flashed. I'm so weird. Anyway, um, you think Marky is also holding his tongue? Niga Higa is a classic. You know about Niga Higa? Interesting. I look like Walter from Jeff Dunham. Anyway, um, so I'm just gonna shut up that way they can talk to themselves. Stop exuding gender, guys. I got fired from the baby gap. Sorry, it's been a bad day. Yeah, no use giving up any mind. It's not worth it. It's all good and doing. We've all been there. I'll see you guys at Macomb, right, Undertale? Yeah. So basically, you were talking to someone who goes Macomb and whatnot, and it's just like, wow. Doing good, doing. We've all been there. Russian? Oh my god, that made it great. That comment was bugging me. Thanks. Sakuya, you spelled it wrong! Damn it. Sakuya, you spelled it wrong. Oh my god. I don't understand some of this stuff. Oops. Yeah. God. That, oh, this is so twisted. That just made me think of that just made me think about the fact that I have a girlfriend who happens to be black. Yeah, I know. Ah, racism! No, I'm not racist. Again, crazy antics. What are you gonna do? I'm me. God, I could be so PewDiePie right now. So PewDiePie right now. Praise the Lord, PewDiePie. Anyway, that's racist. I'm black and y'all gonna say, shut up, Antonio. From the waist down. Alright. Niga higa. Oh, man. These comments. Crazy. Oh, man. Oh, man. It has been one crazy night. Well, one crazy chat. I'll say that. Don't yawn and pretend you're tired. You know, it's all good vibes. We're just getting started. Dude, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Okay, I can't stay up all night. I have to work at 12:30. I mean, I don't know. Fun fact, I was born black, but now I'm white as white it can be. I'm a zebra. Do 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 do. Just checking my video analytics. Cause I care about my channel and shit like that. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's crazy. What zoo can I find you at? Cincinnati Zoo. The Weirdo Zoo. No, your mom lied to you, and that black guy you called daddy wasn't daddy. What? God. Oh, man. This is one ridiculous, ridiculous chat. I can tell you that much. Mm. I'm really glad this whole stream held up though. Yeah, it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny. I gotta admit, it was kind of funny, but it was kind of like a your mom lied to you. That black guy. I mean, yeah, that was such cancer, much insane. Yeah, that's all I can say. But what are you gonna do? You know, people are gonna be themselves. I mean, if you can be yourself on here, I mean, just don't. Just understand that people. Just understand that people are gonna be sensitive and they're gonna think you're trolling. Okay, like I'm sensitive and I think you're trolling, but you know, you're gonna since it is like a private chat or whatever. Just make sure you don't like. What am I pregnant? How did you know? How far am I? 16 weeks. You got it. What the? Okay, that's funny. Come on, you gotta admit, we all have a closer connection after tonight. Yeah, totally. We totally just got a shit ton of cancer in our lungs after this one. Such cancer, so much insane. No, this is not a piss bottle. God damn it. Your balls. That zoo one was funny. I just don't like the other kinds of jokes, bad experiences. Bad ex- Damn. Damn. Trust me, there's someone I know, you guys. There's someone I know. I'm not gonna name who. Um, suffered suffered some traumatizing shit as a child. Again, not gonna say who. Not until they're ready. Um, again, it's someone I know. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, yeah. If I can't say I feel ya, Sakuya, but yeah, I here's the thing. If you guys want to know something about me, um, one thing, one thing about me is that I regret not having more humbling experiences. I guess is one way to put it. I Let's put it in another way. I've been blessed with certain situations. Like I always seem to get blessed into getting out of a certain situation unscathed or relatively unscathed. Um, like getting out of accidents, like car accidents, or things like that, or getting lucky somehow, some way. And I don't feel like I'm worth all this luck, and I just feel like it's going to catch up to me, and that's why I want to contribute. That's why I want to give back. That's one of my reasons. But the other reason is like I just have goodwill in my heart, you know, and that could be why these good things are happening. But I don't want them to go. I don't want them to get to me. Like I don't want to get them to me. I guess you could say, which is why I want to help other people out. Again, one reason. The other is another goodwill in my heart, just in general. And as far as bad experiences go, I mean, I've had a much more fortunate childhood than many other kids will have. So I'm lucky in that regard. But trust me, do not believe um what do not believe it if anyone says it's gone to my head, because it hasn't. I'm a lazy tard who has a lot of problems, and I'm totally willing to admit that. And I gotta fix them. But you know, with bad experiences and stuff, I don't know. There's a reason I don't like people coming on to me. My experience wasn't as bad as some others. I feel that way too sometimes, and I think you deserve it. Oh. Ha! Ha! Boom! Oh my god, that was perfect. So, Sakuya, you still down to meet in person at a motel? I'll pass. Classic. Classic shutdown. And then right under it is from Dylan the Douche. I'll meet you, Marky. You gotta wheel me around now. And then Antonio with the buzzkill. Anyway, let me see. I think there's a reason why my sub count isn't going back up, and I think that is because right now there's too much cancer going on in the comments section. So we're still stuck on that unlucky, ungodly number. And yeah, I think that's just coincidence though. I technically wanted to start this video right as I'm at that point, just so that it would have that coincidence. Yeah, thank you for stating the obvious, Marky. I get it. It is because it's 4 a.m. Yeah, Sakuya, just ignore it. They don't know who you are, okay? So don't worry about it. And I know you guys are gonna say you know everything about her, and just like shut up. I get it. I get what you guys are doing. You know, it's in for a good fun, all that shit. Sakuya, just don't listen to it. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Right? Don't get affected by random comments from people who don't even know you, who live in a completely different part of the country. Okay? Don't worry about it. And you guys, I know it's all in good fun. I get it, but you gotta understand, she's I'm speaking for Sakuya here. I don't know, Sakuya, if you are, like this, but it seems like you're emotionally distraught. You're going through a lot of shit. And to you guys, you probably should have learned by now that you shouldn't be messing around like this with her, because it's kind of bad. It does not help at the very least. It does not help. Does not help matters. I'm telling you. Check it. Check it out now. Oh, cool. I lost a subscriber. Nice. Ah, man. You may be stuck on that number because nobody wants to tamper with knowing they were the. Ah, I see what you did, Marky. That's fun. That's fun. That's funny. I get it. It's funny. Well, let's put it this way. I'm I will always say this. I'm always willing to lose a few subs if the people who are subbed to me are real and honest and are they're they want to be, I guess they want to help, or they want to be supportive, or they want to be genuine. If they're genuine people, I'm more than willing to lose a few subs. So don't worry about it. That's all I'm going to say about that. As much as I would love the subscriber count to go up to 1,000 or to surpass the 666 mark and whatnot, and to achieve all these milestones. I know that with time and with work, it will get there no matter what. Um, I'm not worried too much about it. The reason I really yeah, I mean, yes. The reason I watch those sub counts is to see it go up to that next like 10 mark, or to see it go up to 670 or 680, 690, and then 700. You know, like that, because it's just so cool to see that next number, that next milestone pop up. But you know, what I also do, like, and I don't even think about it. I go into check my email just to see who's that new subscriber, who's that new name. You know, because I get an email notification every time someone subscribes, um, or get a new subscriber. I'm guessing I don't get an email for someone who unsubbed and resubbed, but in any case, I go and see who they are, like, and it shows their profile picture, how many videos, how many subs, and maybe like a short description, and just to see. And you know, I mean, that's why that's what I love about this, is that every single person that makes the number tick up, like, that's a person. I don't think I'm getting sub botted, because I let's face it, I received a shout out on a video that received over 100,000 views. Okay, so personally, I don't think I'm getting sub botted. um, trust me, like the that and plus I got subscribers who were specific to gaming. So you know because the YouTuber I got the shout out from is like a theory channel for Steven Universe, but he directed more gaming oriented people to me, so that makes it even better, because they're interested in my little niche, and I just love that. I love that. So I'm not getting sub botted or anything like that. Those are real people, and every person that makes that thing uptick is a person. And I go and see automatically, like, without a second thought, I go and see who that person is, just because I want to see, you know, almost like a little greeting. So for any of those who are watching and subscribe to me and didn't think I acknowledged you in any way, shape, or form, just know that if you subscribe to me, I most likely went and checked the email to see, you know, just to see what your channel is, like, to see your profile picture at the very least. Yep, I am back at the 6 mark. I guess I don't know. I'm at the 2/3 mark. I will continue to say that. Superstitious. So let's see. Looks it's 4 a.m. Tracking dark humor. No, that is my taste. Sequoia, I'm here for you at the motel. Loing, Sequoia is my taste. Yeah, that's pretty much how I am, Evan. Yep. Dying inside. Anyone want to hop on Runscape? Yeah, I'm on right now doing 66, the number of Sequoia. Hmm. Hmm. Evan is a loyal subscriber. Me and some of the loyal fans were wondering how you skyrocketed subscribers. We hope they aren't bots. Well, I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, just told you, and I get it. You played off of that. Yeah, but no, they're not bots. They're legitimate subscribers. Because again, I received a shout out from a video that had over 100,000 views, and it was like right near the beginning of the video, like at the I think I distinctly remember it was like the 53-second mark. Okay, so I mean, like he showed my profile picture and everything, the one with the chainsaw controller. It looked so badass. I gotta say, it looks badass. I love that picture. I love that picture. But yeah, live stream Fridays. I get it. You guys are barely paying attention to me. I mean, you probably are, but I mean, this is ridiculous. Anyway, for any of this, I mean, it's what are you gonna do? Shout out on Pornhub. Yeah, okay. Let's see, let's see. Is my phone going to cooperate with me? Oh no, my phone's not gonna cooperate with me right now. Because clearly this was supposed to be a Q&A, and it turned into a cancer fest. So just gonna post a little message in the chat. It's like a promotional message, just so you know. I'm gonna be blunt like that because I care about you. SJW. What the fuck? Social justice warrior. Interesting. Yep. Okay, okay. Yeah, well, it has been a crazy stream. It was fun. It was shaky. It made me mad. And yeah, certainly a crazy one. Um I just hope that everyone here um I just hope everyone here goes to bed happy. That's all I can say. I made your day a little bit brighter, and I really hope you guys can stick around again. Um, and if you're wondering what Storytime video will be out tomorrow, um, it has to relate to something I recently got for my PSTV. It's like a memory card, and basically why I drove like a shit ton for it. Like I drove, God, I think I drove at least an hour for it. But yeah, it'll just be like a little story, just like a little recording. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I mean, it really does mean a lot. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Later, everybody.